Hello, party people of the world. How's it going? Welcome back to another episode of My Brother, and Me, an advice show for the modern era. No, shit. That's the other podcast. What one do we do?
It's, oh, shit. I don't know.
I think it's the first the first cut? The primary incision?
Yeah, it's at least the first one.
All right.
Definitely the first.
It might also be the second, but we're back. Today is August 4th, and you're back with DannyVNCR and Evan Halfmann, aka Red Llama. Evan, how's it been, buddy?
It's going great. It's going really great.
Good. Just a little prereq before we get started. The first cut is naturally not safe for work, or suitable for work. We don't like to censor ourselves in any way, so keep that in mind if you're either at your day job or getting intimate with a new partner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Thanks to everyone who's been keeping up and subscribing to us on the YouTubes and the iTunes and all that. We were very happy about the last few episodes. Evan, what do we have today for the beautiful people?
Well, I think this episode is a natural segue from the last topic for me, because after we'd sort of finished the hunt for indie music, we finished that last episode off with the bonus pick, which was Jack Stauber. And I just, his style of music, and it just got me thinking about sort of one-man band and like very like band sounds and stuff like that. That's like made with one person, maybe two people, but just like a minimalist setup, but like lo-fi sort of one-man band. And I thought, shit, I have to do that. I really want to see what I can find. And it was a little harder to cull through a lot of this stuff because, of course, there's not like a dedicated tab for one-man band. I mainly just like looked up tags and stuff. So yeah, this was an interesting compilation.
Yes, and now I think it's probably worth saying beforehand that by one-man band, specifically what we mean was either entirely or almost entirely created by one person. We're not necessarily saying band to say, oh yeah, it's like a garage rock band or it's real punk rock or nothing. There's that the band aspect of it is a pretty loose end, I would say, but the one man in quotation marks, one individual is the emphasis here.
Yeah, I actually, glad I remembered to mention, I don't even really like the like that term one-man band. I mean, it's get political again, it's gendered, and that's lame in a way, but it's just, it's kind of like it's a suggestive term that has, I think, generally when I think of one-man band, I think of like novelty acts. And
I think of like that old that image of like the guy down at the boardwalk with the cymbals duct taped to his knees. Man. Yeah, the Music Man, not to be mistaken for the Music Man. That's kind of an inside joke.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty funny.
And so yeah, like that term is kind of corny and lame, but everyone knows what it means, so I figured I'd rather say that than something more obscure like Casio or something like a really specific sound. But I guess it's the same thing as we did last week with indie. It's just indie and it wasn't indie rock.
Right. So this is true.
Pretty open.
Although, just like with the indie one, it might be kind of fun to come back to it and say, like, we're going to do that same, like, single artist, but more with a focus on blank or whatever. Yeah. So all of that being said, ready to dive on in, Evan?
I think I'm good to go.
Good to go. Before we get started, though, I would like to make a quick mention. If you've been following us, either recently or however long, first of all, welcome back. Secondly, boy, I'll tell you, it would sure be great if you could, like, comment, tell us what you think of the show, rate us on iTunes, leave some comments, whatever. And of course, if you have friends that have good open-mindedness with music, you like what we do, maybe they will too. Share with your friends. You know what I mean? I know I do.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
It'd be real cool. It'd be a real good thing. So without further ado, let's get into the list. Okay, party people, fam light, all of it's in between. We're here with our first pick today, which is Unstuff and their album. We're here with Unstuff. First song we have is Magicant in Nightmare. I believe this band is Japanese, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they're.
Oh yeah, Tokyo, Japan. Tok.yo Japan. Yes.
Yeah, and I guess I just I like how little the credits are there too, so it fits in with a low.
I sure wish I could dangle read it, but that's on me.
Small band or one person.
Yes.
This band is my pick of the week.
I don't know if we've ever done a pick of the week as the first showing. I think it's a first.
Yeah. So
real dang cool though.
It is cool. This one just I liked it at first, but it just started resonating with me like a lot more, and it floated to the top. So this one I have like a lot of stuff. I think a lot of just thoughts about it that are just on how just beautiful it is, and in like a lot of ways. One, like I love the fact that it's Japanese. I mean, Japan is just a beacon for just interesting creativity and art.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just naturally, it's got that air about it. But it's just like this album and this artist in particular. It's just like a very eclectic, like semi-lo-fi, like J sound. It's so beautiful.
Yes.
And like super like calm and like halcyon.
Yeah.
Makes you think of like a little like quaint little Japanese town or something.
Yeah.
And just like waking up, smelling the morning.
I will say I absolutely love this pick. We could actually, well, never mind. I absolutely love this pick. I don't know if it's my pick of the week. It's damn near though. If it's not, it's really good. It's just super chill. You know what I mean? It's just really fucking pretty, well put together, well composed.
Yeah, and I just like listening to this mix here. Just for a second.
Yes.
It's like, it's quite deep. Like there's lots of like reverberation. It's just so beautiful. This is like what I look for when I look for the sound of
kind of makes me think almost like it's like the outro song to just like the fucking coolest anime.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe. It makes me think. Honestly, like this.
Like it would be at the end of like a season of Inuyasha or something.
Yeah, or like for some reason this makes me think of something that would have been in like Fooly Cooly.
You know, that's funny that you say that. That was the first thing I thought too.
Well, yeah, I think of like the live action like credit scene with like the scooter going around town, and I just like I close my eyes and it makes me think of that.
Yeah,
like just that feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. It kind of reminds me too of like the because you know they had a lot of different music in that show for that matter, but. Towards like the last couple of episodes when everything started being taken a lot more seriously, and they started playing like more like romantic sounding music to kind of accompany that like everything coming to a head. It kind of made me think of like that point in the show. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's fucking awesome. Neither of us said that to each other, but we had the same thought. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. So,
Oof.
Hold it down, boy.
Sorry, I'm having scotch for everyone at home.
Yeah, and I have
it's not a drinking episode, but it's a day in the life of an alcoholic.
I had a glass of whiskey, which was a really nice whiskey my brother and my sister-in-law bought for me, and I unfortunately had it very close to this little
fruit fly trap.
This little glass of vinegar that looks like whiskey, and I almost got confused enough to where I almost grabbed the wrong one. So
yeah, and if that's
the drink I got.
That's fruit flies. If anybody wondered why we have just a fucking glass of vinegar lying around, it's aesthetic. That's why.
Yeah.
We're aesthetic. We're aesthetic boys for life.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah.
Reminds me of that fucking Vine that like, hey, can I have some of your water? It's not water. Oh, vodka. I like your style. It's vinegar. What? I said it's vinegar, pussy.
Yeah. Yeah. So obviously, what we were just talking about has directly to do with the band. So.
Oh yeah, there's no way that.
Oh shit.
There's no way I'm going tangent.
Yeah. What? Yeah. This is beautiful. I love this band.
Yeah, it's great.
It sounds like. It reminds me of actually. Me and my gracious co-host were at a record store in Seattle.
One of these fucking days, I'm gonna have to come in with like a goddamn bouquet of flowers to like make up for all the times you call me great. Okay, so anyways.
Well, we were at Sonic Boom Records in Ballard.
Great record store. Go shop there.
Great record store. Go shop there. Yes. And
it's also very near your favorite ramen shop.
Oh yeah.
Woo. Arashi. Get the black garlic ramen at Arashi. It's fucking amazing.
But so I found this record by Light in the Attic, which is the Seattle label that re-releases just old like sort of deep cuts and like archival music, stuff like that. And they have this compilation called Even a Tree Can Shed Tears.
Ooh.
And
that's that vinyl you got, right?
Yeah, it's a double disc record of just late 1960s and early 70s Japanese folk. Nice. And it's just incredibly beautiful.
Yeah.
And this is taking me back, like listening to that record. I feel like nostalgic about that record, and I got it like less than a year ago. It's just so beautiful. So, yeah. Anything that takes me to that feeling is my pick of the week. So that's why this is the pick of the week.
Sorry, I'm not at a loss for words. I just wanted to let this breathe. It's so fucking pretty.
I love doing this show because yes, we would definitely love people to get into it too. I mean, spread the word, all that. But just even if no one ever chose to listen, it's just I love having an excuse to find good music like this.
Oh, absolutely. Also, this album is less than $6. Just saying. Well, I guess it's more like an EP. It's pretty short, but
it's $800.
No, it's 600 yen. Oh, don't be a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I guess my vision is.
I offered to let you borrow my glasses. Yeah, it is 600 yen, which roughly translates to $5.39. Not too bad.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
oh, and then the other cool thing about this, the supported by just very few people. It's like that's.
Well, it's one. It's two more now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And so it's just interesting to find. It's like this is very good, but it's just not popular.
Yeah, also this was released in 2015, which it looks like, they had a couple of releases before that, all within consecutive years. And that's one of those things, man, it breaks my heart to see some of these artists on here that you're like, wow, this is so good. How have I never heard this before? This is amazing. And you look and you're like, oh, the last thing they put out was many years ago, which granted in this case 2015 is not many years ago, but it's long enough to be kind of worried.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last one we did, there was an artist who their last release was 2008 or something, and that's that I don't think they're still doing it. And that was the Satin Peaches, and that fucking sucks, man. When you find a really great artist and then you're like, oh, maybe they're not even still around anymore.
Yes. Yeah, so
but I agree with what you're saying, too.
Well, Yeah, I mean, I definitely, I hope this artist is still active.
Yeah, me too. Unsnuff.
And you never know.
We miss you. And also...
It's hard to tell through just... You can be presumptuous, I guess. But I don't know, maybe this person's working in just a different platform.
Yeah, could be.
You never know. I sometimes I get caught up in thinking if they're not doing music, then they're just dead. But maybe they have other interests, other artistic things, so they're not just if you dug a little deeper, you never know.
True.
I like to think about that. Maybe I'll look this up later. See.
Yeah.
But
yes.
So fun stuff. Beautiful.
Yes, indeed. Do we want to go ahead and go on to the next artist, despite the fact we're on the last track?
Yes.
Okay. So as fun as that has been, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next artist. Okay, family. We're back with the Sky Monta. This is actually my pick of the week. Evan said he didn't even want to include this band. He said, no, I'm just kidding. No, they're good. So let's go ahead and get dang on into it with Jaffna Fort from Hatton Bus. Also Japanese, oddly.
You serious?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I didn't pay attention to that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, their fucking album is selling for 1,000 yen.
Okay.
I guess I didn't go down and see if they're from Japan. Let's find out. Probably. I would imagine. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the Sky Monta.
That's cool. So this can also be our Japanese list.
Is this the third band Japanese? I don't think so. Doing regional lists.
Yeah, I really like this too. Yeah, this is
fun.
Well, also because in a way, because I mean,
technically they're all free.
Yeah.
This one's definitely not. It's not as chill as the last one, and that's not to say it's not, chill and easy listening. I think it is, but it's just, it's fun, man. It's cool.
And yeah, like I think this like actually perfectly epitomizes like what I was looking for in my head, I guess, with what the list should sound like, and it actually sounds like, it reminds me of Jack Stauber.
It reminds me of the Beach Boys.
Like in the way that like it's a very amateur sound all around. Like everything sounds very like I don't know, it has this like this interesting vibe where it sounds like it was recorded at night. Like someone, this artist is trying not to keep someone up, so they have to perform quietly, and then but you create all these tracks and like make this big sounding arrangement like it's a rock song, and it has a very interesting sound. I just think it's a really neat way that it comes out.
Fucking neato skeeto.
And it's just like it's just got like a sleepy vibe to it. It's just I'm solid about that, especially because right now I'm quite sleepy.
Yeah,
a little late for me.
I wasn't until I was listening to this and like well into this glass of scotch. So thanks, the Sky Monta. No, I'm kidding. It's a cool thing. I like to sleep. Sleep is cool. I like to sleep when I'm in bed or on a reasonable vessel for sleep, like the couch or the floor.
Reasonable vessel for sleep.
Like the couch or the floor.
A vessel for sleep. That actually sounds
not like a bathtub.
It sounds like a Portable Cyrus album or something.
Ugh, it does. I hate you for making me hate my own joke.
Oh, like Sarah and I had some funny.
We're talking about marital discourses in the podcast. What did you have?
Well, we were taking a walk earlier, and I don't know what we were talking about. She said, or we were talking about like therapy or something like that, and she was like, she said something about this patient suffers from spiritual constipation and spiritual flatulence. Like, I thought that was
spiritual diarrhea, spiritual dysentery.
And so, like, some of these sounded like band names to me, and I was like, spiritual flatulence.
I like spiritual dysentery. Is not bad.
Well, I can't even, like, I'm too tired that I can't even, like, say that.
Spiritual dysentery? Yep. All right.
Fear.
Good night, everybody.
Fear of men.
What does this remind you of? Fear of men? I can vaguely see that.
Not really. Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, yeah.
Vaguely. Yeah. Yes. I know Evan's usually the one to talk about it, but fuck, I really like the aesthetic this artist has. Boy, let me tell you. Let me in fact be the first to tell you that I really like this aesthetic quite a bit.
Yeah. It's all about the aesthetic and the color scheme and all that.
The heavy saturation on the album cover.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm a sucker for this one too. It's very nice. And it's interesting, I just like took my headphone off for a second and I remembered how much different it was to do this show like without the music playing. And I'm like so glad we have it like playing now.
You gonna be alright there, Evan? You sure you're not having a fucking stroke on me? Do I have to drive you to the hospital real quick? I can just throw you over my shoulder and run real quick. You're like half my size. I'm pretty sure I can manage. You just brought the pop filter, not the microphone, closer to your mouth. Does your fucking left arm hurt? Are you like, are you good?
It's getting a little tired.
Jesus. Might have to cut this episode short if you fucking die on me. Christ.
It's like it's weird to like talk about this music when you just have like notes about it. You're like, oh, I don't remember completely how it sounded. But now it's like cool to be able to comment on the songs in real time. So cool.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be kind of fun to do, like just an episode like that. It would be fun, I think, to maybe like do an episode in the future. Fucking smash that like button if you agree. To do an episode in the future.
Unsubscribe.
Just unsubscribe, burn your fucking computer, stab your mom. Don't do any of that. But just to do like an episode where like we each have like 2 picks and the other person hasn't heard them at all, and we just do the whole thing live. That'd be
like
kind of
Bill
fun.
O'Reilly.
Sure. Like Bill O'Reilly.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Fuck it.
We'll do it live.
Oh man. If you guys want to see that though, holla at your koala.
Yeah, I would really highly enjoy anything to force me to think differently about
Sorry, I'm just laughing because I'm thinking of like what it's gonna be like to fucking edit this in the future.
Yeah, a little bit of off-topic joking and horseplay, but
there are no horses in this room. Unless you count me for being a little horsey. That's why I don't take my Satragina B9.
Oh man, yeah. I haven't heard from
David Firth.
I haven't heard from David Firth in a long time. On Patreon or anything.
That's unfortunate. So back to music, though.
Yeah, this will be a very loose, or as those Spanish speakers would say, flojo episode. Very, we're just chilling, vibing with the music.
True.
But maybe that's it for a multitude of reasons. It won't always be like this. I know people don't like that.
Yeah.
Like loose.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Very structured.
I did smoke a very large crystal of crack before this, so I'm a little off. But you know, just be like whatever.
Oh, the other thing I was going to say about this band is they.
No, I didn't.
I'm not even going to let you figure that out.
I'm not going to even let that be a joke.
It reminds me of DuckTales. I like DuckTales even though...
The show?
No.
What are you talking about? I thought you were talking about like DuckTales. Woo!
No.
I don't get that at all.
I never watched that.
That's a shame. DuckTales was awesome.
Yeah, well that's probably what
Smash that like button if you watch DuckTales. Smash for DuckTales.
Remember to put remember in the thumbnail to put the red arrow with the circle.
And hit the bell.
So that we can go.
Juicy subs. What the fuck is DuckTales, Evan, exactly?
Oh, it's a project by the former guitarist of Real Estate or something, and it's kind of like music he writes, and it's just real breezy and easy.
Easy breezy lemon squeezy. Well, I think we've gone way too off rails. We'll go ahead and go with that third. That's that nice, nasty third pick.
The third pick.
Take the third pick. See you all back in a mo. Oh, man. Party people.
And smash that play button.
Smash that play button. We're getting to our final pick of the night. We've been having so much fun together. But, you know, like all things, it must come to an end for now. But we're with Ruth and Trudy, Still Pond Song, starting off with the song Greens. Evan, why don't you say a few words in memory of the podcast that's almost ours? Or this band.
Yeah,
I know.
Well, yeah, unfortunately we couldn't make the hat trick for the Japan episode.
I'm sure we could have, but we didn't. We overtly chose not to. Surprise, motherfuckers!
Yeah. So this is well, actually, wait. So I mean, I guess this is just a label that's based in Slovakia. I don't know where
Slovakia.
Slovakia. Yeah. This computer is.
Here you go. I was gonna try and read with my glasses, which of course hinders me, but
it's just too far away. Slovakia it is?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't technically know where the artists.
It's probably safe to assume that they are relative towards our label, I would imagine.
But anyways,
they're probably not from Antarctica.
It's especially it's an interesting place for me to hear music come out of, because I mean, you don't hear about Slovakia.
The Antarctica thing, I was just imagining that they were a band of penguins. Some penguins playing instruments.
Well, I don't know, the artist might wear a suit or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways, to actually comment on the music, other than just the interesting
penguins.
Again, yeah, like it's kind of. I found another band here that's like it fits the theme nicely. It fits more like what I was looking for in an interesting minimal arrangement artist, and yeah, I thought this was really good.
Yes, I agree. Also, I agree with what you just said.
I definitely get like the good vibrations of Sufjan.
This one reminds me a lot more of Jack Stauber, I think, than the first two.
Yeah,
I think the kind of almost the premise of the list was like a going off of that.
Yeah. So maybe the last two picks were, one was my pick, one was Daniel's pick, and this one is just the pick of the show. The show picked it.
Sure.
Because it fits.
My friend JC picked it.
JC.
My main man. My homeboy, the one looking out.
Looking down from his cross.
Where he was wrongfully crucified. That's what you're supposed to follow it up with. You bastard.
Stigmata.
Yeah. Easter.
Actually, I kind of got it with that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, that's from something different. It's from a shrimp stabbing me through the middle of the hand.
It's from a shrimp stabbing you in the produce section when you were trying to take his bananas. He's like, those are my bananas.
There's a little person.
I was gonna say you need to stop taking. I was gonna say you need to stop taking fucking acid before you go grocery shopping.
Oh man. Yeah. So the show, this episode, this artist. Yeah, it's just like really like.
I like that.
There's like lots of air like in this like arrangement and in the production, and it's just a sound I really like, and I really like to talk about.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's especially to me when it's like the main focus is the acoustic guitar, enough to like give you the impression that it is like a folk song or like an indie folk or folk rock or something. But there's all these other like elements around it, like this little boom clap drum thing on the back, and then everything about it, the little sounds and all like the lo-fi aesthetics, which
also
are probably the two words I say the most in this entire series.
That's probably true.
Lo-fi aesthetics.
They also have a track called Captain Falcon, which is rad as fuck.
Yeah.
For any old school Nintendo fans. So there's that.
Yeah. Again, it's
not this one.
It's just off the dome music, and it's yeah.
I think that's kind of what this whole podcast has been.
Yeah.
Really, really unrehearsed, off the dome.
Yeah.
Not that we rehearse any podcast. It's just sometimes we're more mentally prepared, I think. And this was just more like, no, let's just do a podcast, man.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Very pretty.
Beautiful. This is probably something I'd take some free time to really just listen to. And I guess I would like to maybe look at the credits of this band specifically.
Is that you're telling me to look at the credits of this band?
I guess. Yeah. And just see like
Whoa, Texas. Way off.
Whoa. Okay.
Huh. Crazy.
Oh,
that's cool though. That's cool. I wonder what part of Texas he's out of. You know, funny enough, your other gracious co-host over here, not me, the other one, whose name I can't remember. It's also out of Texas.
Del Valley, Texas.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. It's from Texas. Yeah. I'm from a state that I'd rather not mention because it's not great. So let's just say I'm from Washington. I'm from Washington. It's official now, everybody. If you ever hear me say that I'm from a very specific part in the South, it's not true.
South. Yeah. South is far.
All right, and with that, it is far. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but it is far.
I haven't seen much of the South.
Yeah, what's he doing these days? Do you ever get clean?
Like
I doubt it.
Reminds me of like something like what Yellow Wolf is in a way.
What do you mean?
Southern rapper.
Oh.
Alabama.
Sure.
The South. Just a dude who calls him the South. Southeast.
Right. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, everybody. This has been Evan Halfmann, Red Llama, and DannyVNCR with the first cut. Please make sure to subscribe, jeez, if you haven't already, so you can keep up to date. We're going to try and start posting these more frequently. I don't want to make any kind of commitment and say, every week, every other week kind of thing like that, but I'm going to try and make them a little more often. Hopefully relative towards once a month. Right, Evan?
For sure. Yeah.
Now things are kind of smoothing out a little in our personal lives.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I want to be frequent enough where I don't feel rusty. I after not doing it for a while and not really knowing how to conduct ourselves.
What are you talking about? But yes, thank you for listening. For those who subscribe, thank you so much. And don't forget, First Cut is now on our new channel. If you're listening on SoundCloud or iTunes, a new channel on YouTube just called The First Cut is no longer on the DannyVNCR channel. Of course, just follow us on iTunes or SoundCloud if that's what you want. Don't matter. Ain't nothing but a peanut. But thanks for listening. And, tell your friends if you think they might like it. Or don't, if they wouldn't.
Yeah. We see you all in the next list, which will be not my pick.
It'll be mine. I'm not disclosing it yet. But it'll probably be something a little edgier. It's been a while since we've done something on the heavier end.
Yeah. I've been re-listening to some of the old heavy stuff I remember from childhood a little bit. So I think I'm already sort of in the mood for that. So it'll be a fun one to do.
Yes. So with that, if you've been drinking like I have, go to bed. Or, if you're out somewhere, drive home safe. All of that. All of those regular things that I say, and don't smoke meth. DannyVNCR and Evan Halfmann, Llama. Good night, everybody, or good day, or whatever.